all of the top news and the #1 reviews. If you're looking for a place for wrestling talk, look no further than here. State of the WWE. Joe Cronin, Dave Rose, and Justin Bailey are gonna break it down piece by piece right here on State of the WWE.
Hey guys, welcome to State of the WWE. Hope everybody's doing well. Justin Bailey, Dave Rose, Jesse, Jay, and Joe Cronin here for State of the WWE. And we're just kind of hanging out. Casual episode of State of the WWE. Dave Rose is fully naked for this episode.
Just about. Or should I say a boot?
Yeah, it's Canada Day tomorrow, so he's got...
Tomorrow it's Canada Day.
He's
Happy
celebrating
Canada Day
accordingly.
Now, I know that nobody can watch this because we're recording this. We all are on Skype, but you guys can't see our video. But Dave, like, you didn't tell me that you had a tattoo of a Canadian flag on your thigh. Like, what's that about?
I got to show my pride to those very special people.
And why are you not circumcised? No, I'm just kidding. He's not. We don't see each other on video, but
Yeah, we're not kidding. He's perfectly circumcised.
Oh, you should see it. Well, you've already seen it, Justin.
You damn right.
That's another story.
All right. Well, there we go.
But after a long break, that's right. The State of the WWE is back here, right on the Joe Cronin Show, and I'm very happy to be here because there's a lot to talk about, actually.
You know, I don't know what the last episode of State of the WWE was. I gotta be
Pay-per-views. We were talking about the dual pay-per-views.
Oh my God, dude! I don't
Shitty
know.
shit. Just
Well,
like
since
Two
then,
pay-per-views a month.
a lot of things have transpired, and I think that maybe we should just go a little bit over what happened with Roman Reigns. And to be quite honest,
Yeah.
I was actually blown away as to what we heard, because I thought that whole issue of suspension was potentially about either performance-enhancing drugs, which ended up proving to be true, but I thought it was something more like cannabis, weed, something that wasn't much of an issue. Again, these guys, work hard and they need to be able to relax sometimes, and they're worked up, so something like that really is not much of a big issue, especially when a lot of states have already legalized it. But when I heard that it was ecstasy, that it was MDMA, I was blown away. I mean, I first of all, I didn't realize that drug was still, I guess, available in the wrestling industry or culture. I also thought that this guy would have known better. I mean,
hell, there's always a damn Molly in the locker room.
Yeah.
But that's
it was
a
at the
different
rave
type of
party
drug.
you went
That's
to.
a harder drug, and you would think that something like that, considering the push that he's been receiving for the last 2 years, that he would be smarter about that. And initially, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but from hearing this, I'm agreeing with what JD said, where it was this guy's an embarrassment to the company. I mean, he was the face, and he totally destroyed that with this one instance. He knew better.
Yeah, I mean, it's very strange. I mean, we'll never know because he's in the WWE. It's not like, it's not like CM Punk or Sandow or Cody Rhodes. He's gonna leave and we're gonna get the story. It's just like Triple H. A lot of stories about Triple H and like Undertaker and shit. Like, we don't hear those stories because
Probably never will.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely won't. If they're ever with the company, we're not going to hear them. Did you guys see, speaking of stories that we finally got to see, did you see that video I put up of Triple H saving Stone Cold?
Oh, yeah.
What the I've never seen that.
He, like, full-on German suplex that kid.
If no one saw this, it's a story that's been out for years where, like, a fan runs into the room, runs in the ring to attack, I guess, Stone Cold, and Triple H is laying on the ground selling what just happened, and this fan runs in, and as he goes to attack Austin, Triple H, like, shoots up, jumps up, grabs the guy, German suplexes him onto his head, and then, like, kicks his ass, and then fucking, I think Mike Chioda's the ref. Chioda starts kicking his ass, too.
Dude, I put that up on Facebook.
He, like, looks around, too, like, fucking...
He does. He looks around like, are there anybody looking? Wham, 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 wham.
Fucking everybody's looking. Fuck him.
Security is waved in, They get into the ring to pull this guy out, and Triple H gets this great right hook into the guy's head as he's being pulled out of the ring.
Yeah, I saw that too. I thought
But have
you
the
guys not
best part of the
seen-
video was Mike Chioda just like shit kicking the dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically Triple H is basically taking this guy on the ground and just punching him in the face. You got the ref there just kicking him in the face as well, and it was a very funny video. But have you guys not seen videos like that of back in the day where these audience members would get so nuts they would jump in there and somebody would be filming
They
it.
still
and
do. They
you
tried to
get this
stab you
great-
or hit you with a briefcase.
Dude, I think it's
But
worse.
back in the day, it was great though, especially when you see it live.
Well, I think it's worse. The fans are worse now because I swear to you that it's funny. Back in the late 90s, it's like we all wanted violence and raw stuff and craziness, and people ran in the ring and then they got their ass kicked. But nowadays, it feels like we want more peaceful things and we want everything to be PC and we don't want to see violent stuff, apparently. But then the fans are like trying to stab people like and stuff. So it's weird how society changes. Like, think about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, back then we thought throwing stuff in the ring was cool and all that stuff, but nobody wanted to stab anybody. But nowadays, there's already been a stabbing attempt, another stabbing attempt. There's been a briefcase thrown at Roman's head. Already, those three things, I'm pretty sure, are the worst consecutive things that have happened in the WWE as far as fan interference. And you can even go back a few years to that guy who tried to punch Randy Orton in the balls. You know, nobody did that back in the day. People ran into the ring to be
hitting
goofy.
the balls, kid?
And you remember that interview? He was fucking pissed. If anyone hasn't seen these things, you have to see this. This is a video that came out, which I believe was never available before, and it's unbelievably good looking.
Yeah.
Like, could you believe how
I know,
good?
right? I was thinking that too. From what, 96, 97?
It's from
It
Whatever
has-
that was.
97,
I was going to
98.
say 96 or something because obviously
No.
it's Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's not Triple H. And like the
Oh.
ropes are red, white, and blue.
Exactly.
It's a house
I
show.
was thinking it was.
Well,
yeah,
no, wait a minute.
can't-
Back it up because house shows even in 1998 had red, white, and blue.
Okay. Well.
So that doesn't matter.
Either way,
I
either
think
way.
it's. I think
Really?
it's.
Did they really?
Yeah, I believe this match was from when like Triple H was just about to join DX, or he was already in DX. So I think it's 1998.
I think when he was already with DX, it just
Yeah.
seems that way from the video.
Yeah,
Stone Cold again, being the big.
I'll tell you a funny
impact.
instance.
I think it's
If you go back-
1998.
If you go back and watch,
Makes
I
sense.
can't remember which In Your House it is, but there's one. It's like Vader versus Shawn Michaels or something, and a fan jumps up on the apron and almost gets in the ring, and no shit, Vader, like a fucking little baby, like acts like he's gonna run out of the ring, but Shawn just stands there and is like, "Fucking really, dude."
Yeah.
It's just really funny because it's like it's still on the video. It's not blacked out or anything. It's like right there. You're like, holy! I remember watching. I was like, holy shit! That dude was about to get in the ring.
If anybody wants to see it, if you just type in like Triple H beats a fan or whatever, you'll find it. It's funny how Kyoto like kayfabe kicks him at first. Like Kyoto kayfabe kicks him, it seems like, and then he starts really just firing kicks in at him, and then beating the hell out of him. Like, cause they're trying to get the guy to stop moving, I guess. Like,
Kyoto was just like, fuck it, he's hitting. I'm going in swinging.
I worked on this fucking 3 count all afternoon.
why in the world does it take security to get so long to get there? Like, I mean, wow.
Where's Pat Patterson?
Oh, Triple H, I seen though. I didn't see it before. The shot he takes the quick last like as he's leaving the ring.
Oh, yeah. The dude's got both of his hands like barred by all these officials, and Triple H is like, you know what? Fuck you. Pow,
Fuck
and
him.
delivers
Like,
one
take
more.
another.
Yeah, that was the memorable thing of the video
It's
for me.
one thing if you run into the ring and you like start jumping up and down, or if you like run to the apron, you're probably gonna get waffled. But
He came at Stone Cold.
He came at Stone Cold like he could have had a knife or something. So for all Triple H knows.
And dude, Triple H fucked that dude up, man. He full on German suplexed him, and like you said, he landed right on his head. And then Triple H just turtled him, got on top, and just started going to town on him.
I'm trying to find a date to confirm, but it does to me. It looks like 1998. But
By the way, while you're looking for that, I just want to mention because Dave, you were talking about the Reigns with the fucking ecstasy and all that shit or whatever it was, and that it was supposed to be embarrassing to the company. Did you notice on Monday Night Raw, Stephanie said that what Roman Reigns did was the most embarrassing thing to the company? But what's more embarrassing is Dean Ambrose is the champion. Was I the only person just like For some reason, that didn't sit well with me. Like that to me was that. I don't know why that bothered me so bad.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's because I've been a junkie for years and I'm still a champ, baby.
This has nothing to do with what you just said, but
Too bad.
wouldn't it be funny if Mike Chioda was released tomorrow because of this fucking video from years ago? Like all the WWE's come to terms with Chioda. Because like fucking some brutality fucking parents or something are upset.
And then he'd go up to Triple H
They're
like,
not
dude, we
getting
kept
rid
his
of
ass
Trips.
together. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're not getting rid of Trips. That would be so. That will not happen. And Chioda, as far as I'm concerned, they were defending themselves at that point.
Oh, I hope.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I thought about Mike Chioda like being released because of this stupid video.
I thought it was funny.
Just because of the PC land that we're in right now with the world.
No, I never know. Like that would be
Don't-
so. Triple H would never be like. He'd be what a piece of crap if he
Imagine
let
if
that go down.
Chioda got so mad at the crowd, like Germany was like an awful day there, and people were just mean for some reason. And then this guy comes in the ring, and Chioda just was so mad he lost his cool for a second and did the Hitler salute to the crowd.
All right, now.
What if he did that?
That is.
Well, it is a house show.
Okay, why I say that is because there was a soccer game a few years ago, and the opposing team was in Germany, and they were upset at the fans who were throwing stuff, and they began to do that to mock the crowd, and it like fucking people went nuts. So I was thinking, like, what if Chioda
They
just?
should all just pretended to go to sleep. Never mind.
Anyway, what were you guys saying before I lost? I'm sorry, I lost my mind.
Pretty
No,
much.
I was
And
just
then you
saying
know me,
that,
I'll follow right with you. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, Stephanie being like, what Roman Reigns did was embarrassing, but what's more embarrassing is Dean Ambrose is our champion. I know that they just were trying to
it's a
play
little
onto the
weird.
story, but for some reason that just didn't sit well with me. I don't. That line just kind of pissed me off. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but
It's well, you know what? I don't know if it would piss me off, but it's something I wouldn't have caught, and I think it's good you caught it because it's kind of lame that they used it. Period. Like it's just kind of like I don't know. It shows that they don't really
do you get what I'm saying?
Put a
They're
lot
not
of-
taking
but
it as
at this
serious as
point-
what it really is.
At this point, it should be
Whoa.
totally
What the
understood and recognized that there's total favoritism towards Roman
That's what
Reigns, no matter what
They're
is
not going to
going
come out on the fucking Monday Night Raw and say all that.
No, but the thing is, the way that they handled it is clear that they still have intentions for him.
Yeah.
JD mentioned this, but I also thought this immediately when it was announced on Raw. The two matches that they had with Cena and AJ Styles, that wasn't going to make a difference. You want to know how that you can judge this prior to watching the show? Look at the banners. Look at the graphics that they've created. If it's a three-man match, it's going to be a three-man match at that event. It's not going to have this last-minute four-way, five-way, title match. It's going to be exactly what the graphics are indicating. It's ridiculous that they would even book this.
Well, that's
and
not true. That's not true.
They've
Maybe for WrestleMania, Dave, but for something like Battleground,
It's happened
no.
so many. It's consistent. You see a pattern, and I've seen it so many times that it just becomes so predictable that you know what's going to happen. And what's even more funny
but
is
Dave-
sometimes they have commercials where they're saying, "Okay, go see this guy. He's going to defend his title at this live event at overseas location of UK or South Africa, Saudi Arabia." And it's like, but hold on. I know that this pay-per-view is happening on this day. This is clearly indicating what the results are going to be afterwards.
Yeah, but Dave, the thing is, though, you're saying that just because they were like, well, they announced it's going to be a triple threat, nothing's going to change. Well, that's not true. I mean, Kalisto was supposed to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but just they took him out. It didn't, and he was in the graphics, so it's not set in stone.
No, that was
Now,
that was a hoax.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Like your point is, if they make the banners for WrestleMania, right, they're not going to change the shit up, right? I get that much, but they're not going to do that for something like Battleground. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Take it alone, maybe. When you look at how they booked it for Monday Night Raw, it was just like you knew, or at least you should have known, that they weren't going to win, like AJ Styles and Cena in their respective matches. And you knew that once the interference happened on Cena, there was going to be a tit-for-tat type thing. And it was just...
Well, yeah.
I mean, it was like I could have easily just gone to sleep, halfway through that show because I would have known the results of what would have happened. It's so
This
ridiculous.
is a circumstance where it was very predictable. You are right. Yes, I agree with you there. I didn't think there was going to be any change to that match. You're right.
No. Pussy. What do you think about the drug thing? I mean, because we don't even know really still, I don't think. But
I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed. The guy's supposed to be a role model. I understand that, there's, a difference between who you portray and who you are, but I don't know. It really struck me as quite odd and
Roman almost reminds me of the guy who like goes to the party and can't help himself, and he ends up doing something that he really wouldn't do, but somebody was like, dude, let's come on, Roman, like we're partying, and Roman might have said, nah, man, I gotta go home and stuff. No,
Okay.
come on, Roman, and then Roman eventually goes, all right, all
Look,
right.
performance-enhancing drugs is what's rumored, right?
Well, and the
ecstasy.
ecstasy.
Just saying.
I'm talking
I'll
about
get to that in a
ecstasy.
second, but the PEDs or whatever, that I could almost understand that. I get the guy, he's a fucking main eventer. Not everyone's like that. I get that. He's doing that so he can stay in the top level of the company. But let me ask you this. Where in the fuck did ecstasy come from? Like, where does that fit in?
I don't know. Maybe,
Like, what the fuck?
well, someone did say maybe it was in the weed, because he tested positive for weed too.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he tested positive for weed. That's confirmed.
never heard of anybody mixing ecstasy with weed.
Okay, then
Roman does it.
I mean, he didn't. Maybe he didn't mix them, but yeah, he had them at one point.
The good thing is he eats his Wheaties. The bad thing is it's after a bowl.
Dude, this screams party to me. You know what I mean? This screams like he was doing something that tested positive for PEDs.
Fuck it. It's still not a big deal. It's not like the guy has a meth issue, a coke issue, a fucking heroin
Yeah, no,
issue.
I don't think it's
a little
too.
fucking. He did X probably one.
I mean, I am a
maybe
little
a couple-
surprised. I'm surprised, but it's not. It isn't that big a deal to me.
If he likes to fuck.
I'm not upset with the guy that he smoked a joint and took some performance-enhancing drugs. That's not the problem.
The ecstasy is what I'm saying isn't a big deal. For Christ's sake.
Whatever.
It's not
I'm saying none of it is that big of a deal to me. Okay. I don't think him taking any drugs to me is a big deal. I think the
They're
big
gonna
deal
favor him, bro. I mean,
that's my deal is how the company is handling this. Because if it was anybody else, it'd be fucking curtains.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It'd be curtains.
Yep.
Be curtains for
all right,
you,
because
kid.
because it's a good thing for them to
Yeah.
keep him okay, and then if someone else does it, it's also a good thing for them to show that they mean business. If somebody fucks up, they can't
but
do that
there's-
with their one guy that's going to make them money.
Look at what happened with Adam Rose, where he had actually taken medication that was prescribed by his doctor, and it
Wasn't gonna
tested a false positive on their stupid wellness policy, even though he had done nothing wrong. So their policy
be
is
honest,
faulty
if you're-
as it is.
If you're running a company and it's Adam Rose, you're like, oh, fuck that guy. He's not really that good anyway.
But that just goes to show more
Dude,
that
that's why,
there's,
but that,
there's
why
no
doesn't that
interest
piss you
in
off?
the wellness policy is just sort of a legal excuse, because really what Justin just said has perfect pertinence, where if they've got a grudge against you, you're going to get out somewhere or another.
Roman
They're gonna
Reigns
destroy
is
you.
profitable. That's what it is.
Exactly, and that's why they're not going to treat him that
But
way.
not that profitable, because the New Day's outselling him.
What is it?
Well, he could do action movies and go straight to Blu-ray either way.
What's not selling? I'm sorry.
Oh,
T-shirts.
the Roman's merchandise compared to New Day.
Well, yeah.
Where was he listed?
Isn't New Day the top selling merchandise right now?
Is he? I was told the other day. Everyone's conflicting stories.
What I read was the New Day was actually dominating the merchandise.
Yeah,
sales.
New Day's the best selling thing. That's what I'm saying. So how is he? I mean, he's not that profitable. He's
Well,
just
I heard
profitable
that
to
Dean
a
Ambrose.
niche.
Well, Dean Ambrose on the list I read was higher than Roman as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I was looking around at the show the other night. In fact, I didn't tell you guys this, but I got 2 signed autographs from Dean Ambrose that they were giving out for $20, and they were like, people just like wanted all the Dean stuff around me. I don't know.
Yeah,
There was a lot of kids there too that liked Roman, but I mean,
Well, it's like John Cena shirts. All of Roman's shirts look fucking stupid. Dean's gear looks awesome. Like his hoodies, his shirts, everything just looks good. Like they rushed Roman's logos and shit. It just looks like garbage. Like Rollins shit is good too.
because Roman shit is for like a 5-year-old
It's true.
or like 11-year-olds who want to pretend to be SWAT team members.
But look at fucking Cena. Every shirt's just this pasty, fucking boring design.
You want me
in
to-
Pabst
very
Blue Ribbon.
bright colors.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he's like redoing old shirts at this point.
Yeah. Wait a minute, who's redoing him? Roman?
Cena.
Oh, Cena. I was like, what the hell are you
He's
talking
just
about?
making the same shirts, but that came out 10 years ago. We're like,
Well,
oh,
that's-
it's a new one.
Well, that's why they're ripping off Pal Blue now, because they were like, well, we ran out of ideas. Well, it's just because that's what they always do. They always take like some take on somebody else's logo because they've run out of fucking ideas.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on from this real quick and let's get into. There's a lot of injury shit, so let's talk about that real quick and get that out of the way. First of all, it's being said that Randy Orton isn't coming back soon. Like he's still like a month or 2 months away. What's up with that? What do you mean, right on?
I didn't hear about that.
I'm sorry. I just don't give a shit about Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. I know that there's a core of people that love Randy Orton. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, in a way, I feel like Randy Orton is similar to Dean Ambrose. Like, in a way, like they're both. They have, like, a cluster of the audience that love them.
Yeah.
But not everyone is on board. You know what I mean?
His character, he in real life is different, but his character is just so two-dimensional and so flat and unappealing, especially now.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be better to see this guy go out on a high note, you know, maybe retire with like a really good sort of match. But he just right now, especially with his injury and him being away for so long, just hasn't added any relevance to the WWE as we see it currently.
When he comes back, I mean, they have to go all out one way or the other with him. He really has to go full on heel or full on face.
Well,
Like-
I'll say this real quickly though: is
Yeah.
that last match where he had with Rollins? I think it was WrestleMania, where the whole curb stomp RKO move.
Yeah.
I never expected that from Randy Orton, and it was one of those things where, again, I still consider the guy stale, but he surprised me with that moment. So I still think he's got a lot in him, and it would be, again, great to see this guy go out on a high note rather than just be dragged out like corporate Kane or Demon Kane or fucking Maid Kane or, you know, Ice Cream Man Kane, whatever they're fucking doing with him these days.
Well,
because
he's just always capable of going out and having a 7. You know, having a 7 out of 10 match. Like, you know, he's always capable of going out there and having a 7 out of 10
for how
match.
long?
Well, but that's the problem, is he's always capable of having a 7 out of 10 match, and he's always going to have great entrance music, and he's got a good name, and he's got a good look. Now, the problem is everything else. How book him, like, in the story. The best time for me with Randy Orton, my favorite time with Randy Orton, was when he feuded with Shawn Michaels, when he was a heel big time, and Shawn Michaels was feuding with him, and Shawn Michaels came back. And also when, like, Chris Jericho showed up again. And I don't know if you remember this, but this is the funniest thing, one of the funniest things I think to ever happen on WWE Raw. It's like maybe top 10, top 20. Like the Booker T Stone Cold supermarket thing is there. This is on there for me too. Randy Orton has this skinny runner running through the streets of Atlanta, I think it was. Or maybe they're in Canada, I don't remember. And he's carrying the torch, the Olympic torch. And he wants this guy to carry the torch in honor of him. So this guy's running all throughout the night. They're cutting back to this guy who's running through the streets with the torch. And all night long they're cutting to him. And Randy Orton's going to have a party at the end of the night to celebrate his championship. And this runner was going to come in and light the torch in the middle of the ring. And then the guy's running, and he starts getting close to the building, and they come back from the commercial, and Randy's waiting, and the guy's running, and he's about to come through the curtain. And then all of a sudden, somebody clotheslines him, and the guy drops the fucking torch, and it's Jericho, and then Jericho turns around, and then Jericho comes out and returns, and it's a big surprise. That was fucking awesome. I loved the Randy Orton heel at that time. You know, Orton's in the ring, like, yelling, "My torch!" Like, you know, like, dude, it is so great. It is so great. That was one of my favorite Y2J returns.
Well, there's only about 1,000 of them, so it's good you got that one.
That was maybe number 2 or 3, like behind the first ever one and maybe the second one, and that was the second one. I don't know. It was 2 or 3, but it was so good, dude. You remember that, Bailey? Did you ever see that? Because I know you tuned out at some point.
That was not what I mean. If it was from like anywhere between 05 to
You
10,
didn't see
I
it.
wasn't watching.
You would know because it was, dude. It was hilarious. I set it up for you. The whole night he's carrying the torch, and Jericho's been gone for a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for this guy to be about to come out, and then all of a sudden he gets clotheslined, and you're like, "What? What the hell just happened?" And then it's Jericho. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's great.
I will.
So Randy Orton's coming back later than we expected. No one gives a shit here, I guess. Right?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure some of our listeners in the comments are going to be like, Joe, I love Orton. What the fuck? But
He had a good run. I thought the Legend Killer run for him was really good. I thought that was good.
I thought it was good until he lost to Hogan.
Well, it's fucking Hogan. That's gonna happen.
I mean, like, you know, and I wanted Hogan to win because I was there that night. I was 8 rows back, and it was my first time seeing Hulk Hogan live, and I was so juiced up. But I was like, I'm juiced up like Roman. But no,
Sure, he was. Yeah, I was gonna say.
But no, I was like, but I was like,
Juice?
but I'm like, he's supposed to be the Legend Killer, and he's gonna go out here and he loses then to the Legend.
You can't kill the Immortal Hogan, dude.
But didn't he lose to someone else too? Like he lost to the Undertaker.
Yeah, he lost to Taker at.
So it's not enough. He's not losing to anybody. So why is he called the Legend Killer? He's being killed by the Legends.
Hey, to be fair, that match with Taker, god damn, that was good. Remember when Taker went for the choke slam and then he hit the RKO? God, that was awesome.
That match is one of his best matches ever, and also
that was good.
I would say his match. I think it was Mankind, the hardcore match with Mankind.
Yep, that was good too.
That was one. I mean, those two matches are his best ones because I'm not really a big Orton fan, and then maybe Seth Rollins and him at Mania. That's like up there too. I mean, he has a good cluster of matches.
You didn't think that Orton versus Big Show at Survivor Series 2013 wasn't good? Do you remember that? He botched the middle rope DDT, whatever
The
it's
fact
called.
that you even remember that took place makes you an asshole.
No, what makes him
How
an
the hell
asshole
did
is
you have
remembering the
space in your-
botch.
Yeah, that's right.
How the hell do you have space in your room for anything from 2013? Well, some except SummerSlam.
I don't remember that.
I just, yeah.
Everyone's thinking like, God damn it, now I gotta go see what he's talking.
When you say 2013 and then you say the words Big Show and Orton, already just you could have said that Big. You remember when he tickled Orton's grundle in the ring when they got it on camera, and I still wouldn't have wanted to go back to watch it.
That's the verbal equivalent of NyQuil.
It's really funny. You should go and watch that part where he botches that move. The whole fucking crowd starts laughing and booing the fucking match away.
It's that they laugh that's funny. Like, that's too funny.
Oh, it's seriously, like, if you go and watch it, the whole crowd just erupts into laughter, and then Orton starts to smile. They go to do it all over again, and once they hit it, the whole crowd just fucking boos.
Boo this
Now
man!
I have to go back.
That they hit it, they booed even more.
No, Ned, you dickhead. No, let's pause this and
you
go
did
watch
sell
it.
it. You sold it now. Yeah. Sold it better.
I'm telling you, dude,
Yeah.
it's fucking funny.
Oh my god, you would have thought we
know, can you-
paid.
Cornette impression.
What?
I'm wondering if Justin, if you can get down a Jim Cornette impression, you almost do. When he gets excited, you
sometimes
almost
you do
fucking
get
sound
up
like him
there.
anyway.
You know what I watched was
All you gotta do is go every 5 seconds.
Come on, spit in that motherfucker's eye. All right, so there we go. Orton's out of the way. Hideo Itami is coming back.
Joe, hang on a second. I gotta
Yeah.
cut in. You guys are not gonna fucking believe this. I don't know if Joe has this in his notes or not.
What?
But I just came across the fucking headline: WWE planning a redemption storyline for Roman Reigns when he returns.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Redemption bong.
No.
Can,
No.
Vince McMahon, listen.
can you
let me-
picture the music like this? Like, I
It'd be
made
the-
a mistake. Like they're crying. It's like the Shawn Michaels.
Made a mistake.
I made a mistake,
It'd be the Hurricanes music.
but you won't keep me down. And then he smashes through the glass, like, and then they show him clips of him being like they filmed the apology in the back, and like it's him in black and white. I apologize for everything that I did to you. And then they show the Twitter, I own it. Like Roman Reigns returns. Roman Reigns redemption.
Listen to this, Vince
Well,
McMahon.
John, he'll be back in 23 days, and like he said, he's gonna own it.
Oh my God.
He's gonna own it, Michael. Just like I own you.
This Monday
Listen
night
to
on
this.
Raw, Roman's redemption.
Vince McMahon is planning a redemption storyline for Roman Reigns upon his return to WWE. They want to tell the story of how the failed drug test put Reigns down. He would then have to find a way to work his way back to where he was before, and even better. God
Oh my
damn!
God. Oh my
Who's
God.
reporting this?
This is from the Inquisitor.
That's their 50-50.
Actually, you know what? This was reported by Pro Wrestling Torch, and the Inquisitor put it in there. PW Torch is pretty fucking solid.
They're 50-50 too, I feel like.
Are they really trying to?
Still good to talk about, though.
Are they really trying to get people to hate Roman Reigns, or are they so deluded that they think that this is what needs to happen? I mean,
This is going to be fucking Bo Dallas level if they do this.
it seems that way. I mean,
Jesus. Like, why aren't they just rolling the ball with Rollins and Ambrose? That's all we need.
yeah.
Well,
'Cause-
they should be going hardcore on each other now. They should be doing like these
Exactly.
all the stuff they could do with each other. Like they
The
should be
main
going.
event at SummerSlam needs to be just fucking Rollins versus Ambrose. That's it.
Rollins
dude.
did say that on Raw.
First of all, they should go. They should have Dean Ambrose put a brick on the accelerator pedal of Seth Rollins' fucking vehicle, and drive it into the water. And then Rollins should show up, and they should fight each other outside, and then fucking Dean Ambrose throws Seth Rollins off the side of the bridge or wherever, like the side of the cliff or something, and you don't know what happened to Rollins. And then the show ends with Dean looking over the cliff or over the edge, and the fucking car's in the water, and the show ends. And it's the back of Dean with his title belt or something. And you don't know. We got to tune in next week. What the fuck happened? You know, or SmackDown. You know what I mean? Whatever.
What if you had Rollins taking a shit in Dean's fucking like vehicle or something, and then doing his little cackle afterwards?
Want to support the Joe Cronin Show? Then go to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You can support with only $1 a month. That's $12 a year. And Joe Cronin appreciates the fuck out of you for it. Become an insider and get special perks for doing it. Support the Joe Cronin Show on patreon.com.
Oh God. Well, that'd be funny too. Like if he got in the car and like you could just, you know, he was pooping in his car. But that wouldn't be. You know,
And he's all like,
I think we'd make fun of that a little bit, though. I think if they did that, we'd be like, "Oh, he pooped in his car, guys." You know what I mean? Like, I think if he did what I said, it was more extreme. I feel like we would make fun of it if he pooped in his car.
really? If
Yeah.
he took a shit in Dean's vehicle?
Because
we'd be
they
like,
would do it all
"That was
cheesy.
stupid."
They would do it all cheesy. And, you know,
Well.
Seth opening the door would be like, ah!
Somebody scares him. I'm pooping!
I think something like more like a build up of the two, you know what I mean, where they could, and then like, you know what I mean, like the next week, like, or on WWE.com, you know, they could release like footage of Seth crawling out of the water all soaked, like screaming. I mean, maybe they've done that before too much, but you know, something like that, you know, something where they're in the backstage and they get in a fight and something big happens.
Well,
You know-
look how well they treated Ambrose's character as being a champion, because apparently he almost forgot it in the taxi before. he drove away.
I mentioned that on my
That-
show too.
That bothered me. I mean, Ambrose has shown a penchant and interest in being a champion, whether it be the Intercontinental or the World Heavyweight Champion, and I don't think that he would do that sort of thing. This just seems sort of like what Stephanie was saying, like reaffirming that they don't really think that he's a proper face for holding that title, and this is probably temporary.
Yeah, I definitely think it is temporary, and you know,
I'm cool with Rollins winning the belt.
Yeah, you know, it's funny.
Yeah, but how long until it goes back to Reigns?
I don't think it'll be a while. I think people are jumping the gun like, oh, he's going to get it right back. You know, that's not going to happen.
Well, we talked about what if he got it back and they made him heel, but you know, we should really just stop talking heel with him. It's almost like talking Cena flipping.
That's true.
No,
Actually,
I think they're going to
that
do it as soon as possible, guys, because
they're
that's why
doing
they're
that on
already bringing it up.
purpose to
I think.
us. I just realized that they're doing that on purpose to us. They're just like Cena. We're still expecting him to go heel, and he's not going to go heel. It's with like Roman. We can't expect him to go heel because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll make a
I
bold
figured
statement
it
right
out.
now. Okay? I'm going to say Roman Reigns does not get that belt back in 2016.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
Night of Champions.
SummerSlam.
Night of
Night of Champions.
Not going to happen. Not happening.
What about
He'll be in the main event situation most of the time. Don't get me wrong, but he's not winning that belt back.
Which is weird because they just finished using AJ to put him over like a maniac as the champion.
I bet AJ's like, God damn it! I put that motherfucker over, and now he's smoking the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
Hell, I want some damn ecstasy. Shit.
I know, it's like AJ just gave himself up to put over Roman. Like, I mean, clearly Roman was going to have a long reign. You know? I mean,
No pun intended.
You know? Yeah. That's all it takes.
Luke? Fucking Samoan.
No, but let's take a moment actually to talk about the Bullet Club, or should I say, the club. When Cena, for example, has come out, all he gives them is just like a forearm hit. I mean, Gallows, the guy's fucking a monster. I mean, how can you expect Cena to take him out with like this little pussy-ass forearm? And Anderson, again, another forearm, and then like he's free to do whatever he wants to AJ Styles. These guys just came to job, it seems to be. And they're
hey,
wasted.
listen. Gallows is like Luger, man. Do you remember Lex Luger? The dude was huge. He got his ass kicked in every fucking match. Every match, Luger got tossed around like a bath toy.
No way,
Okay.
he beat the shit out of Mr. Perfect at WrestleMania 9.
What's that?
No, he beat the shit out of Perfect at WrestleMania 9. He knocked his ass out.
All right, that's one instance.
Yeah, but
That's
what they've
because he
accomplished
had just debuted, though, right? Yeah.
But
he
what
just
they've
debuted in
accomplished in New
1990.
Japan, I think,
Yeah.
shows how well they work as a group, and that's the big thing that they should be pushed as a group.
He won at WrestleMania 11, too. That's 2 wins at
I'm
WrestleMania.
not saying he never won. I'm saying he got his ass kicked for like the whole match, but then he would end up winning by getting the torture rack or
Oh,
something.
yeah, but I mean, that's the old Hulk Hogan thing. I mean, that's, that would happen to Hogan. My mother used to be like, I can't watch this. He's getting he's getting beat the whole time, and then he comes back. That's the whole deal, is get beat the whole time, the other guy get thrown around a little bit, and then there's a big comeback, and then the guy wins. Except for nowadays, it's, beat the guy's ass for a long time, then you come back for a second, then he comes back again, and then all of a sudden you're about to win out of nowhere, but then you don't win, then all of a sudden he's about to win out of nowhere, and then he doesn't win, then all of a sudden you're about to win out of nowhere and you don't, and then all of a sudden you're about to win out of nowhere and you do. But see, that's how it goes
the
now.
beauty of that trick being used as a heel. If the heel's getting his ass kicked the whole time, like, yes, but then at the very end he fucking pulls it off. You're like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah. It's really funny. I mean, as a kid, that formula was great because you're like, oh my god, my guy's getting his butt whooped, and then you're like, oh my god, like it's the equivalent of like, your team's down 3 goals in hockey, and there's fucking 5 minutes left, and they come back and win. Sorry,
God
Dave.
damn it! Quit tagging me on Instagram. It keeps vibrating my phone.
Wow, when you yell like that, you just go full redneck.
Fuck off.
He goes AJ Styles.
Keep bouncing my phone.
Fuck off.
I love.
Leave a message in your ass.
It's alright. When I start getting mad, I get the South Boston.
Dude, I couldn't take it. Fuck.
And either way, you both go racist. That's my joke for the evening.
You're the racist, Jesse.
That's
I don't even know black. I don't even know any black
Jesse
people.
is
How
the
could I hate
closet
any?
racist. He puts all the blame on everybody else, but deep down inside,
Half
he's
my
the racist.
audience is.
Oh, then I do know some.
Yeah,
Anyway, Dave, I'm sorry. I think you were making a point about Cena beating the shit out of the Bullet Club, right? Is that what you were talking about?
It bothered me that they're so easily put down. I know that they could do a good job if they were to have a wrestling match against Cena, but it just really bothers me that they're being wasted when this, again, the Bullet Club could be an NWO or a DX to the next level. We could really see something that's dominating, that's a proper heel organization, and with the knowledge that we have, they're not going to have 30 members like they had with the fucking NWO.
I think they're overrated.
Okay.
I don't think they're overrated. I'm saying Vince.
No, but-
Vince doesn't see in them
That's-
what we see in them.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what it really
if
comes
we could get Finn, again, if Finn and Nakamura could end up, like, somehow getting in there, this stable could run rampant. Run wild on you, brother. I mean, it could, like, seriously, it could be fucking so enjoyable. But they've got to have that willingness to take that risk.
Yeah.
It's all safe. All the stuff they're doing right now is safe.
Yeah, they've really become safe. They've become so safe. It's become about just do the corporate machine and roll on, guys. You know, don't do anything crazy because
It's become fucking commercials. It's what it is. I mean, seriously, 26 minutes of a 3-hour program being actual wrestling. Are we through the Twilight Zone here? I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Well,
we're tuning in for wrestling, not commercials and talking.
Remember how they really teased us at WrestleMania time? Remember that when they really like is Shane gonna go off the cage and are they gonna call these people up and what are they must be listening to us, like this is gonna be crazy. And then they did a great job of getting our interest, so people would buy the pay-per-views or whatever and like be interested again. But then they've sort of delivered by dangling AJ in the main events and like, wow.
It's only going to work so long, though. That's how I hope they realize that.
Well, that's what I mean.
And so long could be 5 years. That could be a long time from now, but you'll still go under if you guys don't start getting creative in that company.
Even the women's thing is all gone to hell,
You know, Dave brought up a really good point about, like, we're watching this 3-hour show. We're supposed to be seeing lots of wrestling, right? But how much did you say, Dave, of wrestling we're actually seeing?
Like 26 minutes. And
Okay,
that's
all right.
sometimes generous.
Leave it at
Well,
that. So
wait a
26
minute.
minutes. So I reviewed an episode of Raw from 1993 just this past week, right? It's 44 minutes long. This is back when Raw was 1 hour. No bullshit. There was a match on this card, Ric Flair versus Mr. Perfect, and the match went 25 minutes
Yeah.
on a 44-minute card. Granted, you had Macho Man versus Repo Man and then Kamala and Brooklyn Brawler, but a 25-minute match between Perfect and Flair on a 1-hour runtime show. And Dave said we get like 26 minutes on a 3-hour show.
Wait a minute.
And some of these
that's
matches
not
are
true.
interrupted with commercials.
That
Yeah.
can't be true because a couple of weeks ago on Raw they had 2 18-minute matches, and then there was at least an hour of wrestling.
Oh, I don't know. I was just going off of Dave's fucking facts.
I don't know what Dave did. What Raw are you talking about?
I'm always listening to JD, and he calculates this stuff down in the minute. And
No way.
again, this stuff is insane. The amount of
believe
wrestling. If you go back and check it out,
I don't believe it.
most of the stuff is basically promos.
Yeah, but I don't believe those numbers. 26 minutes. Whoever said that's wrong.
Okay, well, just go off an hour.
There's
Let's do
an
1
hour.
hour of Raw today compared to what I just said an hour.
There's
from
more than that.
93.
In fact, guys, if anything, I believe they've been doing more wrestling. The problem is they're not doing storylines.
Justin raises a good point. When was the last time you watched a 25-minute match?
Singles match.
Singles match.
We had one on Raw.
Not a fucking 8-man tag match.
Even if they are giving us more.
We had a 20-minute match on Raw a couple weeks ago.
Is
They've been doing more wrestling.
they
This
had-
week they went the other way. But either way, they're
Yeah.
just not creative
They
enough.
had Sami Zayn versus somebody or whatever, and it was like 20
Okay.
minutes.
First of all, it seems it was quite memorable for you. And second of all, prior to that, when was the last time that you did see it? Like, it's not consistent.
No.
You can't just point anecdotally
No.
to one point and say, "Oh, we saw this." Okay, we did.
Well, you
but
can go
when was the
back
last
to-
time we saw something else like that?
you can even-
it's not consistent.
You can even go back to Cena before he got injured versus Kevin Owens and stuff like that. Like they were having, long matches. I mean, the main events have been 10 to 15 minutes in wrestling themselves.
Not 25.
No, but I mean, then if you add up all the wrestling from earlier, you're talking about over an hour. If you went to the Attitude Era, I bet you there's less wrestling there.
Yeah, they were just more creative there.
That's what I mean. Like, I think now we have the wrestling. The wrestling is there now. We have the wrestlers, but they need to get more creative with the storylines. There's no storylines. The story and the writing and the booking is terrible, and the announcing is awful. But we have the wrestling. They're there.
The problem is they do have to do a lot of segments where it's literally a roll-up match, and 15 minutes of that roll-up match is talking. Or so, like they have to do a lot of little segments where even the Divas title matches or Divas matches have to do that. Women's matches, whatever, they're all the same bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It sucks. They have 3 hours and they don't fill it very good. I mean, because you know what, Justin, you're right. It's because of the fucking Roman Reigns thing. Because if they didn't have to water down everybody else to make him look
That's
good,
what I feel-
Then they
and-
could let guys who what go
And
ahead.
that's
Joe.
what writers have told us. That's what people have told us, and it makes sense. They're afraid
Okay.
to get anything else over. It's
Before,
weird.
okay, so I just added it up, guys. I have an actual solid statistic. Are you ready for this? It's going to blow your mind. This is from this most
Blow me.
recent Raw, okay?
I'm gonna say
Out of
2
a
hours.
3-hour runtime, guess how much actual wrestling we had?
I'll stick with mine, whether it's right or wrong. 26 minutes.
Joe, you want to
An hour and a half.
hour and a half? Jesse?
I don't give a fuck.
0.
48 minutes.
Okay, so I'm halfway there.
But the point is,
Out of a
I was
in a
3-hour show.
3-hour show,
Out of a 3-hour show.
not even an hour's runtime worth of wrestling. I just added up all of the times.
What's
of
the commercial
matches.
time, I bet? I bet you that's the same.
You're right, Joe. Jesus Christ.
I bet you the wrestling time is the same as the commercial time.
You're probably
And
right.
you haven't. Oh, geez.
You are. Dude, think about this. A huge chunk of the night is the fucking opening segment every week. It's 30 minutes long
Yeah, you're
every week.
Every week. Yeah, it used to be like 10 minutes, remember? Well, the best thing about the opening segments back in the day is like whatever it was shocking. It was like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Commercial.
good, yeah.
And then you were off to the races.
It was high-paced.
This
Yeah.
is where WCW nailed it on Nitro. Okay? That's why it's beautiful getting to do these retro shows. They start off almost every fucking show with a match with Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit, or Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero. Bam, you're hopped right into the action.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to sit through this 30-hour talk segment. Who the fuck wants to jump into a show and listen to that right off the bat? You know, we want wrestling.
Now, they have done that, for their credit. They've done that one or two times or once in a while. And it's always refreshing when they do it. It's always like, oh, cool. Like,
Your standards are too low. Listen to what you're saying. Well, it's nice when they finally do that for us, but, we'll...
no,
Well,
I'm not
yeah,
saying that.
you're
Hey,
right.
I didn't say that makes
He's
it
pointing
okay.
out that it's refreshing, though.
I'm just saying that
But
that
if
once
there's
in
a
while they
pressing
do it.
storyline, I understand starting the show off with that. But do you remember when it was like a 6-month or however long the run was?
Oh, look at how
Every
awesome this looks.
single
Yep.
fucking Monday night was Triple H and Stephanie.
Yep.
Dear
Yeah.
God, it was the
Yeah.
worst fucking thing ever.
Well, the kids are in school. Or out. Steph, where are they?
Yeah, that's just what the kids want to come on and watch. 30 minutes of Triple H and Stephanie talking.
Dude, for 3.5 months, they came out every Monday night for a half
Yeah.
hour talking about how Daniel Bryan sucked.
I
Yeah,
remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
it's really is
And they
bizarre.
were right. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to have to put him down, Steph.
He was a B+ player. He couldn't make it through the fucking title reign.
I bet they patted themselves on the back. I fucking knew it.
He's not even a
eat meat.
plus vegan.
CM Punk was right.
Start eating some meat.
I read Daniel Bryan's book. He brings that up
What's
about
that?
Vince McMahon putting him down right away, saying, he quotes, that guy doesn't even eat meat.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Vince, he's not very much
It's a
of a
very,
Vince guy.
very good book, by the way.
You know what? If you want to know about how Vince feels about, ask that. What is that interview with Bam Bam Bigelow and the other guy, and he talks about or whoever, and he talks about Vince not understanding Vader. Like the fans, Vader was so over that when he came out, he was supposed to be this bad guy, and they were cheering Vader, and Vince was like, "Why are they doing that?" And the guy was like, "Well, Vader, like he's a big. People like him. Like he's a big thing." He's like,
People like to see big guys beat the
but
fuck out of people.
But he's supposed to be this. But Vince was like, but he's supposed to be the heel. Like he's supposed to be the whole thing. Like what do they do? What's happening? And like Vince like didn't understand. He thought the crowd was crazy or something. I was like, you think the crowd's crazy? He's like, they were cheering.
What's
for
that have
Vader.
to do with eating meat?
No, it has to do with the fact that just Vince has a different take on everything.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't get... Yeah, if he doesn't get it, he doesn't
That's a
get why
nice
you
way
get
of
it.
saying he's out of touch.
But he's always just been
always
this
been-
way.
He's
That's
got
the
the
way it
power,
is.
though. That's what it comes down to. He's got the power, and he knows it.
I don't
And
think
he's going
he's-
to get it his way.
I don't think he's out of touch.
think-
I just think
sorry.
I don't think he's out of touch. He's just reverting to what he is. To be honest, though, I really seriously, honestly, can't believe that he did the Attitude Era based on how he was before.
I don't think...
And how
I don't
he
know
is
if it was
now.
him, dude. I was just
No,
about to
it
ask
wasn't.
you, do you think
Yeah.
any of the good shit was... It couldn't have been all him.
Well, do you
At
remember
all.
the Click just running over him? Like
No,
being
he
like, "We're doing this"?
basically, I think it was basically him saying, you know what, I've got to take a risk, and I've got to let these guys do their thing, and,
Yeah.
right now we're desperate. I'll do anything.
Hey.
That was that hunger that led to the supremacy that was Raw over Nitro.
Yeah.
But until then,
yeah.
he was doing the fucking whatever the
Yep,
cuckster,
I think
whatever the
mid-90s, early 90s was all
Wait,
Vince.
now hang on
I
a
think.
second. I got to stick up for him for just a second here, though, because Jim Ross, Jim Cornette, Vince Russo have all said this. Vince was the filter for all the storylines that came through.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Vince knew what was going to work and what wasn't going to work. I'm not saying he knew it every time, but dude, he had the fucking, he was looking down the barrel with WCW. So he was He was fighting.
No, I
tooth
don't
and
think
nail
we're, like,
just to
trying
stay
to-
in business.
No, I love Vince. I mean,
I
I'm
don't think
not
we're
saying
shitting
that.
on him.
I'm not crapping on
Yeah,
Vince. I
well,
love
think
Vince.
he just.
But
He shouldn't have full control though, because then he'll have everybody come out and they'll all be fucking bodybuilders.
well, he can do whatever he
Nobody
wants.
will
I think
have
that was
any
the beauty, though,
personality.
with
He owns the
Russo,
company.
is-
He can do whatever he wants. He can have all control. I don't care about that.
He knew that Russo was his writer.
Right.
Russo is paid to give him stories, and if he's like,
Bailey? What the hell? What the hell? You guys are hearing that?
I hope it went through exactly
Oh,
like
it
that.
did on my end. Justin
like,
Bailey's
It's
Skype.
fucking the computer.
Vince is like, huh?
He's over there like, God damn it!
Did you hear that?
Told you not to text me.
What
woman."
is going on?
I'm leaving a message.
Indiana Comcast. Oh boy, we lost
Yeah,
Bailey.
but it's Indiana Comcast.
I think he's trying to call back.
Yeah.
Damn groundhog chewed on the internet line.
Oh my god, man, we gotta get him back. Bailey,
God damn.
let me hang up on him and see if he
Ground
calls back.
control to Justin.
Sorry about that.
Bailey.
What, is somebody using the fucking clothes hanger and they put it on the wrong one?
I honestly believe that that nobody could hear what was going. That
the
he was
cable
doing
line.
that, and I was like, oh, thank God. When you guys started laughing, I was like, oh, good, we got it.
Where were we?
Well, I don't know if I should pause it or if we should wait for him. I should wait. I should pause
Oh
it.
yeah, we're
probably.
not live. I would pause it.
Yeah, I'll pause it. Okay. All right, we're back. I fixed it.
Oh, good. That not quite we just figured out. My computer decided to update at that very moment. But
Your
it was a
anus
great
ended up
Roman
being-
Reigns impression. though.
Yeah. It was.
But no, what I was
was.
saying is Vince would get the ideas from Russo, and if he didn't like the idea, he's just like, well, I don't know. It's my point was like Vince was okay with rolling the dice back then,
yeah.
whereas to now he's like, no. This I've done this before, and this works. I don't want to do anything different.
Yeah.
He's a very stubborn ass.
You know him?
What?
You know him?
What do you mean? Do I know him?
Well, I don't know. Sounds like you know him.
Well, it sounds like I see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. I'm just
it's
playing
like-
devil's advocate.
We see.
Hell, I
this.
know him. He's a pussy.
Like it's amazing. Like you can just tell he's not a guy that likes to roll the dice. He just
No, you're a
keeps doing the
pussy.
same shit.
Terry, you're a pussy. When Mankind went through that cage at Hell in the Cell, you were the first guy out there crying.
Somebody save him.
damn it! I told him. I said you're not supposed to go through the damn thing.
What do you think about that? They say that thing wasn't supposed to break. I mean, why did the
That
chokes?
thing's was supposed to break.
Yeah,
I don't know,
dude, the
man.
choke slam happened, and then the cameraman panned out, like they, you know what I mean? Like what we were gonna see him go through the cage. Go watch the camera shot.
I think that was supposed to happen, and Vince didn't know that Mankind was going to jump off the fucking cell into the table.
Well, they say that it's the other way. They say that they knew about the table spot, but they didn't know that he was going to go through the cage. That was not planned.
Okay.
That's what they say. They say,
You
Dude,
did
all
have
those
latches,
cameras
obviously.
all
so-
of those cameras were perfectly set for when that
Yeah,
that spot happened.
That's scary.
both spots, yeah.
Every camera was ready for it. When he gets chokeslammed, remember when he gets chokeslammed through the ring, immediately transitions to the guy inside the ring.
Yeah.
So you see his fucking head smash off the mat.
I mean, they knew that was happening. I think it's silly that for some reason they want to kayfabe that. Like, it's really
because
weird.
they don't want to let you know
Okay.
how badly they weren't. They were willing to let people fucking kill themselves, literally.
Well, it's just,
Woo!
it's just weird that they admit to the other
Well,
one.
dude, seriously, it makes them look better if they say that we didn't know it was going to happen. By oh god, I didn't know it was going to happen. Rather than say, Mick, you're going to do these spots. You might fucking die, but we need the TV.
Well, how much better was the
I admit.
dude? How much better was the filming then too? Because like the cameraman down on his knee caught like Mankind coming off the cage, awesome from down below. They caught it awesome from the top, caught it awesome from down below. When the Shane McMahon one, it was like, I don't know, it seemed more like a movie when he did it. Didn't like when Mankind went off the cage, it was like what? When Shane
Well,
did it.
nobody had ever seen it before, too.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess that was part of it.
And it's just the
Yeah.
and another thing is too, in the Mick DVD, the many faces of Foley, whatever the fuck that DVD's called. Remember him talking about how he was so upset with the fans because they weren't respecting the work that the other people on the roster were doing. They just wanted to see Stone Cold, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was kind of taking it out on the fans by like, you know what? If you're not going to pay attention to me, I'm going to make sure you do on this night. And that's what he says. He walked into that Hell in a Cell. He said, I walked in there preparing, to leave on a stretcher. And if I did, by God, that's what they would walk away from. He said Stone Cold wasn't going to steal the spotlight that night.
Well, he also turned on. I think he turned on the fans that night too, because then he was mad that they were chanting Austin. And then he went heel.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dude, Stone Cold. That's what people wanted. It's just what it is.
Well, it was. I thought it was a great time. It's because, first of all, you're just when Stone Cold comes out, you're just flipping out every time. So you're flipping out for Stone Cold, and then you're really excited to see Mankind because you don't know what he's gonna do. So it was it was all great.
What do you think of the difference back then? Sorry.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? Oh yeah,
They weren't afraid to upstage their main event back then, huh?
No, yeah, exactly, yeah. But that main event was so good. Everything was so well balanced. Like, I still remember that main event very well. And, the whole blood and, Undertaker and Kane, and I think Mankind ended up coming out again. He came out again. And
that crazy fuck.
I think they do nowadays do that shit on the card where, like, look, you don't want to upstage, Roman or whatever it is,
Yeah.
But there's that Jim Ross talks about that famous time when Eddie Guerrero got mad because he was going on first. Did you ever hear about that where he was like pissed off because he was going out there with the European Championship on the first match on a card, pay-per-view or whatever it was, and Eddie got pissed off and Jim pulled him aside. He was like, dude, you're first. Show everybody out there that you should be in the main event. And he was like, oh, okay, so you're telling me to go out there and just, give it all I got.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that nowadays. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but and they wouldn't have done it back in the day either. And it's one of those things where it's like when it's kind of anything goes, we got to win this war. People got to win. It didn't matter. We do whatever we had to do. So that was secondary. Whereas once that war is over, it's back to, traditional wrestling, how it goes with respect to the, you can't just go out there and steal the show and then ruin every other match on the card.
Yeah.
And during that time, you saw that stuff happen. Look at what happened to, look at The Rock and, Hulk Hogan, and look at the Y2J and Triple H match at the end of the night. By the end of the thing, it was like, fuck that, I'm going home.
That was so sad.
It really was a weird.
We talked about that on our WrestleMania series, the Remembering WrestleMania series.
Yeah.
Which everyone should totally go back and watch, by the way.
Yeah.
But we were talking about how that was just the most depressing thing in the world because Chris Jericho and Triple H had a really good match, and it told a really good story. But people were just like, oh, we should probably start leaving, right? The buses will be, people didn't fucking care.
Yeah,
they stole all the emotion out of that arena. Hogan and The Rock did.
Yeah, it's really weird to think about all those Mania main events that got stolen. It's very, very bizarre. Like when you think about other Manias, like WrestleMania 14, you don't think about. You think about a few things, but it's Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold.
Yeah.
You think about WrestleMania 12, it's Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. And even though there was other things that were really cool.
Yeah. You know what I think about? I think about when China gave Sergeant Slaughter the low blow.
WrestleMania 14 with the powder and shit.
Joe, WrestleMania
Gave me a
3,
blowjob later in the back.
Hogan and Giant, but you had Steamboat and Savage on the undercard. It's just like
it happened all the way back then. Yeah,
it happens all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do about it. Whatever, it is what it is. Everybody
That's
has a
not
match.
a bad problem.
Yeah, it's fine. You sold the show with the main event, and another match made the people go crazy. Why not?
Our show is so good that any match on the undercard can steal the fucking show for the reason you bought the ticket.
Yeah, or for not the reason.
How about that for suspense, right? Man,
yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
Steal the show.
I don't see any problem with that stuff. I really don't. I don't care. Anyway, so real quick, we got this Brock Lesnar apparently could be at the draft, and I guess he should be, in a way. I hope he is, because I'll be there at SmackDown. I'll be SmackDown's July 19th, by the way, guys. I'll be in the front row on camera, on the far right side of camera, in the front row. And I want to see some good shit go down, because I'm worried. You talk about wrestling, 45 minutes of wrestling. Jeez, how much wrestling am I going to see? Because I'm kind of worried. I got front row tickets, and it might be the worst SmackDown at the front row, because they might all be at the podium all night.
You will get Well, yeah, that's true. I didn't. Yeah, because there will be a lot of talking.
If they do it in the ring, they're gonna face away from me because the camera
Maybe they'll
shoots
give
them
you
the
a
other
good
way.
main event, Joe. Not like of SmackDown, but maybe like main event before
Maybe.
the show gets taped or goes live.
Yeah, it had a great one the other day. It was Damian Sandow versus somebody, and then he
On
got
the
let
main
go.
event show?
Yeah,
Huh. Well, it's better than Superstars.
I don't even know the difference anymore.
When we
You
went,
really
we
know-
got fucking. Our big match on Superstars was Jack Swagger versus Curtis Axel.
You know something? I think Jack Swagger might have wrestled the same person, or was, I don't know. It was somebody. He was Jack Swagger wrestled somebody when I was there at SmackDown. All right. What do you think, Dave Rose? Where you been? What do you think?
What were we talking about?
I don't know. You've been in a coma. I think the last 20 minutes. I
Brock
wonder.
I'm
Lesnar.
just-
He's gonna be at the draft on the first ever.
But we think he's going to
SmackDown.
be there. We don't even know this.
Okay, that's the rumor.
I'm not too sure whether or not it'd be a good idea to have him in the draft. I think he's more of one of these like trump cards, wild cards that, again, he's not a full-time guy. So maybe they can use that to an advantage, whether it be storyline-wise or the way that they book it, and it would make a lot more sense.
Like he comes in later, you mean? And he just is on a show all of a sudden?
Well,
You know what I
he's
mean?
got an exclusive contract, so like it's like, you know, Shane McMahon saying, you know what, I drew like the silver card, and I'm taking Brock Lesnar, and like Stephanie could take the Undertaker. So again, these two guys that are still big names, big draws, are part timers, could share their time on each of these brands.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. You don't think Brock should be lumped into a brand?
I would love to see this guy more consistent, but he just doesn't seem to have that desire. He likes to just go in, do his job, get paid, and get out.
Dude, I mean,
Desire.
yeah.
One man.
I mean, if you had the availability to make the money that he does, wrestling as little matches as he does, I mean,
Of
Jesus.
course you'd do that.
Yeah.
So he's
it's-
not going to look for a full-time job on one of these brand extensions, in quotations.
right.
But, you know, he's going to be one of these wild cards, just like Undertaker. Undertaker's not going to go back full-time, but they could still use him because this guy still has that desire to be there.
yeah.
What do you think about this Vince McMahon not supporting Brock at UFC shit? I mean, I don't give a shit, to be honest.
Dumb.
Do you really
cares?
think that's true? That's just free fucking promotion.
I think it's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's BS. Until I hear Vince McMahon say,
Yeah.
I don't care, I don't want him to be there. You know, I mean, I don't.
It's literally the biggest event in UFC history. That's the way it's being billed.
Yeah.
Who
But-
reported that, though? Because it just sounds
Yeah,
to
I
me
don't
like
remember.
with the deal that they made, you know, allowing for Brock Lesnar to go and do his thing, and they're probably going to be able to utilize that to bring in Ronda Rousey. It looked more like a business deal to me. So
I believe it was Cronin's #1 source, Wrestling Observer.
Oh, yeah. Wrestling Observer, they're not wrong every day.
no, it can't
I
be.
think that's who it was.
Wrestling Observer might as well be called fucking wrestling with dumbass ideas that aren't real.
The headline is Vince not happy with Brock's UFC 200
Yeah.
fight.
You know what Wrestling Observer does? They look at obvious.
God, I've
they,
opened a can of
They
worms.
obviously they look at every situation and then they think about the obvious possibilities and then they report it like it's a fucking story. Like, okay, Brock Lesnar's going to UFC. Doesn't that make Vince mad? Fuck it. It does make him mad. Write the story. You know what I mean? It's so obvious. It's like if Kevin Owens ended up, you know, kissed a girl like real quick on the cheek at a show who gave him a hug, and he kissed her on the cheek real quick. Wrestling Observer would write a story: Kevin Owens in hot water with family over kiss. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff they do. They look at an obvious
Kevin
situation.
Owens in hot water.
Like I'm dead. I'm fucking dead serious.
Kevin Owens doesn't get enough at home, getting it from the crowd.
I'm dead serious. They wouldn't go tabloid with it like oh, Kevin Owens could be getting divorced because of this kiss, but they go like observing about it. Like that's why they're called the Observer. They observe something and then they report it like it's a fact.
I think Wrestling Observer and WWE are actually in cahoots.
They are. No, they are.
Because do you remember, wasn't it
No, they
Wrestling
really
Observer that broke the Sting coming at Survivor Series or whatever?
Dude, the whole point of them is you're on your own, make up 80% of the shit, and then every once in a while we're going to throw you something that's real. And then they become
Yep.
credible because of that. And
You're
because
right.
and because of the credibility, fools start making videos on these stupid things that I could have made up, because all I have to do is observe what's going on and then put 2 and 2 together and then make a story about it. That's what they do.
Yep.
They're not the only credibility they have is the fact that WWE literally leaks some things on purpose. Now, do they tell them when they do, or do they leak lots of things and then Observer doesn't really know which thing is going to be real, so they report everything? But I believe they know exactly when it's real. I absolutely believe that they're all friends. They know the deal. They know the outlets.
Those guys make a lot of money over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we get more viewership than Observer. You know, these are outlets that get press and like everybody eventually reads something, but I mean, like, there's lots of YouTube shows that do more numbers than any of these people. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think over there it's really come down to like it's like that group of people that still go and buy the physical newspaper every morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that group that's like, oh no, I've been with the Wrestling Observer for 20 years. I will never leave the Wrestling Observer. I feel like that. I don't know, though. I don't have the numbers. Maybe they do gain new subs. I don't know. I just feel like there's a group of people that are like, it's Wrestling Observer. I don't pay attention to anybody else.
Yeah. Well,
Those are my guys. I've
PW
had
Insider.
them since 1984.
Does anyone still pay for PW Insider? I mean, I don't know.
I don't. Jesus, is PW Insider with their fucking website is like 10 million ads?
It looks like shit. Yeah.
God.
It's when you go to PW Insider, it's like if you're like, you know what, I fucking miss the 90s. I went when like the websites would just crash. I think I'm gonna go to PW Insider right now, and like you'll be like, oh my god, did I sign into AOL?
Yeah, or Lords of Pain.
Lords of Pain isn't, yeah, but Lords of Pain at least loads. Lords of Pain isn't butt fucked with ads.
So's No DQ.
Yeah, no DQ. They're all like, all these websites are still the same way they looked since 1999.
You're right. It's like they're still using that tripod template or
yeah,
whatever.
I swear to God, you're right. It's the Yahoo or tripod template. And you know what's funny? You know, I stopped going to Lords of Pain a little while ago. Like about a year and a half ago. I used to go every day, and I stopped going there. And the reason why is because they're white on black text. And when I would look away from the computer, I would feel like I was being hypnotized, like by blinds. And it was explained to me that the white text on top of the black background, staring at it for so long, caused that to happen. So, like, I assume that this happens to other people.
I haven't done Lords of Pain in a long time.
I guess the viewership for Lucha Underground is up, Dave. It's been reported everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's going insane.
So shout out to Lucha Underground and our buddy Chavo Guerrero for
Those
the
guys
interview.
are fucking killing it, dude. And I really noticed, when Lucha Underground was seriously getting fucking huge, is when they had their dudes on ESPN.
Yeah.
God, I was like, Lucha Underground has guys on ESPN, and then what? Like 2 months later, WWE signs a contract to get somebody on the ESPN.
Yeah,
once a week.
it was like
Yep.
Vince was like, no, fuck this. We should be over there.
Like, oh, Lucha Underground, they're smart. They're guys on ESPN. Get a hold of Coach. We need to be on there once a week.
You know what's funny? That before that, Coach had been petitioning for this for a year. Before that,
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, so Coach was trying to get WWE. They said, "Fuck you." Then they put Lucha Underground on there, and then someone was like, "We really should go over there." They're putting their guys on.
And it was awesome.
what
Did you
happened.
guys actually watch the full segment?
Yeah,
It was great.
It was fucking awesome.
dude. ESPN has just done an amazing job. They've covered wrestling. Oops. They've covered wrestling the last 2 years better than they cover anything else over there, which is fucking hilarious.
Weren't they doing March Madness? The Lucha Underground guys. Weren't they? When did Lucha Underground's new season start?
It was around March Madness, but I don't remember now, to be honest.
But they were playing into the actual sports headlines that were going on. And who all did they have on there? Didn't they have King Cuerno on there and John Morrison, and who else did they have on there? I don't remember, but it was fucking awesome. I just thought it was so funny that after they did that, WWE, no bullshit, weeks later was like, we're going to have somebody on ESPN once a week with Coach.
It is funny. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should start, when I start having TNA people on WWE, like, whoa, we should have gone on Joe Cronin show.
There you go.
And now we're going to have people on, actually, so there you go. Once a month. Get your questions ready for whoever. I'm going to ask him if we can request somebody individuals or if they'll provide the name. That being said, I think that's really everything we wanted to get to in this episode of State of the WWE. Real quick, I want to plug we'll wrap it up with a few things real quick. But I just want to say WrestleCrate.com. Enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, get 10% off your WrestleCrate box. It will come monthly to you if you enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me. Also, if you want to get T-shirts right now, the coupon code America on ProWrestlingTees.com. Cody Rhodes' new shirt available as well. You get Cody's shirt and my shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com. Go over there, check it out. And I also want to shout out everybody. Thank you guys so much for following me on Patreon. And look for the exclusive podcast on Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And even $1 a month gets you access to that. So feel free to support me over there if you guys can. Thank you guys for doing it. 5 new people signed up today. So really appreciate that. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and hit me up on Twitter @Joe Cronin Show. And if you love Justin Bailey over here, you love his music that he's been making, you love his wrestling talk, you have to go see him review old Raws and old WCW's, the Retro series over on Justin Bailey's channel, as well as tons of other stuff. It's The Best There Is Podcast. Just look for The Best There Is Podcast on YouTube, and it's Justin Bailey, and you can also find him on iTunes.
iTunes and Podbean. Yep.
And that's all the plugs. I think I had Dave Rose. Thank you for joining us. Jesse J was here. We had a good time. And look for my other videos that are going to be uploaded. We're going to have a big weekend here on my channel, so please be around here. So isn't Bailey, and so isn't JD from New York. And I'm trying to think if I was supposed to mention anything else. Maybe
Big TVTIWF show, Saturday, 1 a.m.
There you go.
UFC?
No, well, UFC is next week. Oh, yeah, UFC, but you're right, Jesse. That's right. UFC Saturday night, July 9th, I think it is.
I don't know.
We'll be going live after UFC 200 right here on my channel, so get ready for that. Brock Lesnar's we're going to find out.
You're gonna get beat up by Mike Hunt.
Is he going to get beat up by Mike Hunt? You know what? Someone's going to draw, someone's going to put a woman's privates on his head, fighting Brock Lesnar.
I'm excited for it.
So am I.
Mike
I'm looking forward to it.
Mike Hunt.
I think the
Leah just said his parents are assholes.
whose parents are assholes?
Mike Hunt.
No, his name's Mark.
I know it's Mark. I was being funny.
Mark Hunt. Oh, it's Mark. You dickhead.
Mark
his name
Hunt.
is Mark Hunt.
No,
I
but
was just fucking around.
You cunt.
What?
I don't watch
No, but
enough.
seriously though, Leah's right. If any
Jesus.
parent named their child Mike and their last name is Hunt, yeah, those are bad
I
parents.
guarantee that
fucking with
exists. That exists. There's a lot of them.
I've met a Mike Hunt.
Oh, I bet you have.
Yeah, I've met a few too.
I've met my cunt.
Some of them didn't look too good. Some of them look
Some of them
great.
smell like cheese.
Oh,
Some
no.
look beat up.
Oh, you know what? You ever pull the grilled cheese apart real slow?
Oh!
That's like after a hooker who hasn't had time to wash.
All right,
Yeah.
Jesse.
Oh,
All right,
my God.
Cronin, get us off the air. Fuck.
Why? I want to die.
He's comparing pussies to
That's
grilled
not for
cheeses.
a
We
What
gotta
is
get the hell out of
happening right
here.
now? All right, guys. Seriously,
Don't burn it.
Make sure you click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Go watch our other episodes. This was episode, I believe, number 62. I think it was 62 of State of the WWE. Look for Monetize this Friday night and throughout the weekend a party. It's gonna be a party here. Bailey just crapped. Thanks for watching State of the WWE. See you next time. Click that like button and subscribe. And if you guys made it this far through the whole entire video, in the comment section down below, I want you to write hashtag feminism is my daddy. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.